Public Speaking for Dummies, a course made for you to learn how to public speak, to speak publicly, to do the publicly speaking speech. Today we are showing you a free demo of our friend Erica, who is going through our free demo for Dummies. Demo stands for demonstration, not demolition. But before we get to that, let's go to our field analyst, Seth, who will show us the popular and public opinions of BYU students around the world. Campusly world.
Now I know Becca told you that you'd be speaking to Seth Stapley about public speaking, but what you didn't know is you'd actually be speaking to Burt Macklin, FBI. Now I know some people ask me, what makes you nervous about public speaking? Well, I have an answer for you. Nothing makes me nervous about public speaking. Next question. What's the first thing I think of when I hear public speaking? Well, let me tell you. I think of the time when I spoke to a crowd and totally wowed them. Next question. How would I feel if someone asked me to get up and give a speech right now? Let me tell you, I would feel absolutely fearless. Burt Macklin knows no fear. Next question. What is my strategy for being a killer public speaker? Burt Macklin knows no fear. Burt Macklin has all confidence. And Burt Macklin kills public speaking. Next question. Well, thanks, Burt Macklin, for that enlightening information. Becca, back to you.
Thanks, Seth. Now, we're going to see a public demonstration of Erica, who's going to try our free demo. As you watch her, I want you to think about what Public Speaking for Dummies can do for you. Now, shh. Come closer. Come closer. Now we observe the natural public speaker in her natural habitat.
Hi, so I'm here to give a speech about why you should save the earth. Alright, good candy, kind of big. So first off, I read some statistics. So every time you put a straw in the garbage, a polar bear dies. And then also 10,000 acres of forest land is dying every day. And every American produces 10,000 pounds of garbage each week. So, as you can see, it's going to be important to save the earth. And honestly, we're so bad at that. We all need to do better. You guys all just need to do better in saving the earth. And I think we should all just be ashamed of ourselves for not doing more as it is. So that's my speech. Thanks.
Thanks, Erica. All right, Erica. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It looked a bit of a mess. But with our training, I think we'll be able to really teach you about how to be a good public speaker. Now, for most of your speech, you were looking at your phone most of the time. And generally, as a public speaker, it's good to engage with the audience and really make sure that you are connecting with them. And so what I'd like to see this next time is for you to engage with the audience and to make eye contact and to look up from your phone and perhaps memorize a couple of those statistics. And I think that would really go a long way with your speech.
I agree with my fellow judge, Mr. Simon Smithan. And he's right, as you look up from your phone, it's going to be a lot easier to engage with the audience. Something also that I think is really important, a wise man once said, I think it was Yoda, he once said that every great speech, especially persuasive speech, should have something called the test in it. See, Yoda explained that TEST stands for testimonial, example, story, and statistic. And you had a lot of great statistics, with questionable sources in there. But something that you can really improve on is you can also share testimonials, like from Mahatma Gandhi, or like I'm doing right now from Yoda. You can share personal stories, and you can also share examples or similes to help the audience better understand what you're talking about. Round 2.
What is that you're using?
It's a microphone, you uncultured swine.
So, here's my speech, round 2. So, I want to start with a story about the earth. So, I used to use straws every day because I hated just drinking out of my disposable plastic water bottle. But now, instead of drinking with a straw from my disposable plastic water bottle, I just drink 3 of those bottles a day and then throw them away or recycle afterwards, of course, without the straw. And I've noticed that the environment is getting better because of this thing that I did. So yeah, it's really important to make the change start with yourself, and I've seen that happen. And as Mother Teresa once said, it's really important that we never use straws. In her time, they never used straws, actually. So we can follow that example. And as I mentioned previously, every time you throw away a straw, a polar bear dies. So it's going to be really important to not use straws, in addition to doing whatever else you can to save the earth, because we all need to do better at saving the earth. We all should do better, and we're not good at it in this country, in this day and age. So do your part right now and save the earth.
All right, Erica. Well, I will say that there was an improvement from last time. You did engage with the audience, and you made sure to not look at your phone, and you memorized quite a bit of your speech there. So I did see quite a bit of improvement there. What I would say is, you need to spit that Jolly Rancher out of your mouth. So make sure, just go yes, okay, yes, in the trash, not on the floor, on the trash. Okay, yes, okay, very good. So now that's out of your mouth. That will improve with your delivery. It was sometimes hard to hear what you were saying. And another thing I would say is, with the tone of your speech, it did seem that it was a bit in your face, really. You were basically telling us to change our lives or die, basically. And so I think next time, if you maybe lighten the tone of your speech and make it more achievable for your audience, it might go a long way.
I do think she might have had a point, though. I mean, if we die, then we're not polluting the earth any longer. Not
yes.
a good point, but it was a point.
It was a point,
It
yes.
was a point, yes. I think you did a great job on improving your structure. You definitely hit all of the letters and the testimonial on there. I would recommend maybe citing your sources. That's very important in a speech. Also, you did have quite a few vocal fillers. You said I think I counted, and I believe it was something close to 247 times. Somewhere around there, in the ball range, give or take about 3. Look, I just said it myself. What horror. Que horror. So improving that, the will improve a lot. You did a great job on improving your structure, like my good friend Smithens.
No one really knows. It's all right.
All right. Good to know, good friend. Like he said, it might be great to kind of include your audience a little bit more. You didn't really give us a commitment, but maybe doing that in a not so in-your-face kind of a way, like we all need to work on saving the earth. So this is something easy that you can do to save the earth. Might help a lot in the actual persuading aspect of your speech. But yes, I did like the sources. I enjoyed your quote by Mother Teresa. That was quite a lovely quote.
Yes, lovely.
Very applicable to our day and age. Very applicable. Take 3. 3 strikes and you're out.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to talk to you today about something that is extremely important to me in my life, which is the earth we all live on. So some of you may have heard of the website called wish.com, and it's known for being a sketchy site in China that you can buy like all sorts of stuff, but it'll take like 3 months to get there. So you might wonder why I'm referencing this, and it's not because I'm bringing up their horrible environmental policies, which I'm sure that's a thing because they're all made in China, but I'm bringing this up because of something you can buy from there. You can buy a reusable metal straw for $1 from wish.com, and it'll take you a month to get there, but you can buy it. I bought one about a year ago, and I use that in all of my water bottles instead of the plastic ones. And making that change has probably saved me from putting like 300 plastic straws in the landfill in the last year. And as we know from many statistics, every time you put a straw in the garbage, a polar bear dies. So I have saved about 300 polar bears. And this is an amazing thing, and you can do it too. All you have to do is go and buy this $1 straw. But why would you choose to do that? In fact, if you looked up in history, many people like Mother Teresa chose not to use straws because they knew that straws were harming the environment. You could join this great movement of not using straws. You could save the rainforests, you could lighten the landfills, and you could help put more ice in the North Pole for the polar bears to live on, and keep the water levels from rising and flooding and ruining the earth. Global warming and the earth dying is a serious issue that affects everyone here who lives on the earth. So it's important to do our part, even though it doesn't have to be hard. I'm sure that everyone here is already doing their best to save the earth, but this is just one idea of something you could do for 99 cents, order right from your phone, super simple change, and you're making a huge difference in the earth. Thanks.
Well, Erica, I will say you've made quite a bit of improvement since first round. That third round is almost flawless, I would say. And that bit with the polar bears really almost had me to tears with the straw bit. And personally, I feel motivated to go and get myself a metal straw and save all the polar bears. With that said, I do think there is some room for improvement in your delivery and as well in your structure. And that's something that we can help you with as well down the road as well. So.
I agree with Smithman.
Close. You're getting better.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Yes.
Work in progress. It was very touching, very moving. I felt like you presented a lot of empirical data, a lot of statistics and great facts. Your story really touched me. I felt like I really connected. And now I want to go buy a metal straw as well. The only thing, perhaps you might want to cite your sources. It gets the audience to trust you a little bit more if you show them where you got your sources from. But all in all, I felt like it was quite a wonderful speech. Very well done. At the beginning, you were swaying back and forth a little bit on your feet, a little bit like a tree. But you self-corrected in about 15 seconds. So, I only noticed because I was looking at your feet because you're wearing really cute boots. But, other people might not have even seen. So, all in all, good. There's a couple of things to work on. But we're very proud of your improvement in this 15-minute webinar course. And if you'd like, Smith actually has an offer for you today.
Yes, indeed. For our course for the Public Speaking for Dummies, which you have just completed the free trial, for just a mere £500, you can find yourself with a wonderful course which will even more improve your public speaking. And it's a great opportunity. I highly recommend it.
And if you're American, that's $5,000 plus tax and shipping.
£500 sounds a bit smaller, but yes. $5,000, yes.
We pay the extra because, we're American.
American, yes.
American. We've got more to learn.
Well, I'm British.
Yes. Well,
American
I'm American.
Very good, yes. So, Erica, what has Public Speaking for Dummies done for you?
Public Speaking for Dummies has changed my life. Now I can make friends. I can have people that like me in my life. I can have a job, and I can enjoy the way that I feel about myself because I know how to speak to people now.
What do you feel like is your number one takeaway from Public Speaking for Dummies?
I think that what I've learned today, the most important thing was to just prepare and practice before giving a speech, because if you know what you're going to say ahead of time, it's going to be a lot better than if you don't know what you're going to say ahead of time.
That's our course. Welcome to Public Speaking for Dummies. If you want to upgrade to the full version, you can do so. Just call 555-555-5555. Unless you're cute, male, and single, then you can call 385-289-6999. 6345.